this particular town of Nivram.
What town are we in again?
Well, you're not in a town yet. You're in a forest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're
More.
live. And before we start, I have an announcement to make. This is episode 26, and this is 1 year that this campaign has been going. Well, 1 year tomorrow, but, it's not going to land exactly
Mic's
on 1
working?
year. Huh?
I was checking if my mic was working.
Yes, it's working.
I'm sorry.
It's working, don't worry. But yes, it's been 1 year that this campaign has been going. So I just wanted to say that before we start.
Feels like it's only been 2 weeks.
So, does anyone else have anything to say?
Hmm?
Does anyone else have any announcements they want to say?
I got a really good pizza.
Okay.
Candy is yummy.
All right. Well then, let's move on to the game. That would be the perfect thing to do.
Yeah, surprisingly, when we
Yeah.
start the game, we usually want to start the game.
Yeah, that is true. So, when we last left off, you all, the False Sun crew, had made your way in to the Polycarp Woods, deep into it, on the way to the town of Nivram, to fulfill a contract that is part of the initiation of the Harvesters of the Shalm, an organization that is sort of networking between multiple guilds, individual parties, even lone wolf mercenaries, to essentially go out, hunt monsters, collect their parts in order to fulfill requests of anyone who is willing to pay for that specific part. You had specifically gone deep into the forest to hunt some giant spiders that live within the dark woods of the Polycarp forest. And much to your surprise, you found that these giant spiders are not normal giant spiders, but rather phase spiders, 7 of which ended up attacking you, which you killed, 5 of which were harvestable. And you also drew the ire of a dire boar, which you quickly dispatched using very clever maneuvering in order to stay within range to keep it from doing a charge attack. But eventually you had made your way to... Eventually you had finished all the beasts off, harvested 2 tusks, multiple poison or venom sacs, and multiple web sacs from the dire boar and the phase spiders respectively, enough to fulfill the spider contract. And you put them in the bag of colding before heading back to the wagon that you had rented at the edge of the road, with Lorcax keeping guard over it. By the time you arrive there, it's mid to late morning. It's around the 9 or 10 area by the time you get back.
Okay.
It's been an eventful morning.
Boy, I hope we do not have to face those spiders again.
Oh, they went better than I thought they would.
Yeah.
Do we want to rest for a bit, or do we just want to go for a bit?
I mean, I'm doing alright, but I don't know how you folks are holding up.
I mean, I'm okay.
Sushi, how about you?
Huh? Are we gonna leave or are we gonna sleep?
How are you looking?
Um, hurt? I don't. What do you mean?
You need to heal up.
Yes.
We should probably take a rest.
I would appreciate that.
Alright. Are y'all taking a short rest or a long rest? Because y'all just woke up a few hours ago.
Maybe we can take a short rest.
Yeah.
Just a short rest should be fine.
Alright.
I mean, all my stuff happens on a short rest because I'm a fighter.
Alright. So, go ahead and mark a short rest. Roll your hit die as you have a nice breakfast by the side of the road.
I'm gonna do Song of Rest during that and just play a little tune.
Alright.
If you were any friendly creatures who can hear your performance regain hit points at the end of a short rest by spending one or more hit dice. They also regain an extra 1d6 points.
Nice. You roll the, wait, do you roll the 1d6, or do they
Yes, and it's
individually?
applied to all the healing.
Oh, okay.
Well, not all the heal.
Whoever heals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an extra bit of healing.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
not added to each
Or-
hit die roll, but
That's an extra 6 points because I rolled a 6.
Nice!
Okay, let me just click my heal button, I guess. Let's see.
I will not take the time to heal up because it would be a bit of a waste.
Should I do 2 hit die or 3? What do you think?
Well,
How much combat are you expecting to face?
3 hit die. Got it.
That doesn't bode well.
I'd say get yourself up as close to full as you can. I'm not going to roll any because I'm at 46 out of 48.
Is that... Oh, wait.
Oh man, I thought it would automatically do that. Okay. A fighter is D10, right?
I believe so.
Yes.
$23, and that's it plus an additional 6 or something. Because of the con.
I think
weird.
rhythm stopped.
So okay, that gets me up.
Alright. What, did it?
Yay.
Oh, it did stop.
Yay!
I forgot to loop the music.
You know, this music makes it sound like we're in a Tim Burton movie, and honestly,
I
that
mean,
is not.
you're on the side of a road which goes through a forest where the canopy is so dark it might as well be night.
And we just fought spiders that have weird stripes on them. Yeah, look, that all that means is that I am perfectly rational in my belief that we're going to fight again. Anyway, I have rested.
Okay. Alright. So,
Does that automatically reset my short rest things, or do I have to click them? Yeah, I got them. Awesome.
alright. So, are you heading down to Nivram, or are you heading back to Medicto?
We should head down to Niverum so we can make this delivery.
Yeah, let's do the thing.
Alright. Who's gonna be driving the wagon?
Lorcax.
Lorcax?
No, wait, he's terrible at that. Never mind.
No, no! You want me to do it? I'll do it. I'm good at everything. I'll prove you wrong. See, animal handling. Lorcax rolls. Oh, I thought that was a nat 1. It was a 7. Lorcax rolls
He
a
rolls
10.
a very average 10.
Yeah. The horses... Lorcax is swerving. You're pretty sure he might be a bit tipsy. It's probably not a good idea to let him drive.
Okay, does anybody have animal handling that can do this?
I have -1.
I have 0.
I have +2.
Okay,
Well, it looks like
you're
Varen's
next up.
driving.
So, you basically pull Lorcax away from the reins and take the reins yourself.
Here, let me do it. Let me do it.
Lorcax smells of booze.
When does
17.
he,
I'm
though?
in a pickle.
17. You manage to get a hold of the horses much, much better and straighten out your riding. The rest of the way is fairly smooth. With a 17, you can get there in around late afternoon or so. Or mid-afternoon. Yeah, mid-afternoon. Around like 3 or 4 or so. You manage to finally get to the town of Niverum. As you're going, you see the trees are getting smaller and thinner. Back deeper in the forest, they were bigger than your cart, but now they're a much more manageable size. Some of them even smaller than you personally. Not smaller than your companions, since most of them are pretty small, but smaller than you. Not like height-wise, but like width-wise. These are younger trees, it seems, that you're coming across. But you finally make it to Niverum, a mostly wooden town. It's actually not too different from Lucretia, except it's more compact. The buildings are closer together, but it has a similar building style, and it seems to be a logging town. Most of their goods appear to come from the forest, with cutting down trees and planting new ones to safely log. Traveling through, you do see a couple of inns. One is called the Gullible Weasel, and another's called the Drunk Mole. Should you choose to stay the night. There are a number of general stores, trade stores, such as wood carvers, or but what store specifically are you looking for?
We are looking for... I don't think we were ever given the actual name of the store, just deliver it to a Mavus.
Do we have the listing written down somewhere, or?
Aaron's gonna pull out the papers and look through them.
Alright, roll perception.
Perception. 21.
Alright, the DC was 2, so you definitely see that the location... Yeah, you do see that the location is called the Vicious Vagabond. It is a magical shop not affiliated with the... according to the contract, it is not affiliated with the Merchants Guild.
Doesn't sound like a great idea on their part, to be honest.
You know what that means? We could steal from this one. Don't.
I mean, we could. Why not?
Because they're probably a high-level artificer with a gun.
What is it with you and guns?
Look, I don't want to be shot by a gun.
Yeah, been there, done that. I'd rather not.
Well, fine.
Alright.
You're the rogue, so it would have been your job anyway.
I find that stereotype hurtful.
Is it untrue, though? You're
Yes.
kobold?
Of all the rogues that I've played, none of them have been stealers.
You're a kobold. Kobold
Racism.
That's racist.
Racist.
Pretty racist.
Kobolds are canonically thieves.
Yeah, maybe in the Forgotten Realms.
From my understanding, they're mostly miners. They mine stuff.
You mine stuff.
Now that's racist, just because I'm a dwarf.
Racism.
And not because you're a dwarf, because you're lazy. Anyway,
Miners are anything but lazy.
and thus it's ironic. Anyway, can we
We're
go
gonna-
inside?
We're gonna have
Well,
to
you
both
haven't
use
found
some
it yet.
sensitivity classes.
Sensitive.
Alright, let's look for this place.
Roll an investigation.
I will also roll for the funny.
Investigation.
I rolled a
Investigation.
6.
Natural 20.
Alright.
Woo.
Varen, you find a pretty... it's more extravagant. It's a sign that's more extravagant than the surrounding signs, but not nearly as opulent as Tavel or Davel's sign. You do find a shop with the sign called The Vicious Vagabond.
Oh, hey, this is the place.
Blabble.
Looking inside, you can see it's much smaller. It's much smaller than the other magic shops you've been in. There is a tiefling behind a counter using a scale to count gold pieces. He looks to be in his late 20s, early 30s. His skin is purple and his horns are coming out of his forehead and small, maybe like 4 inches total, but they curve up halfway through. And looking at the side by the looking at the wall by a window, sitting at a table is a much smaller tiefling, a little girl. She's got a sort of a violet skin, and her horns curve in a swirl, only about like 3 inches poking out of her hair, sort of like a gazelle's horn.
Neat.
And she is currently my mistake, not a gazelle's horn. What is that horn? The ones that like swirl. Maybe it's some kind of goat.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a ram.
No, not like a ram's
No,
horns.
no, like gazelle, but like swirly.
There's another, there's
the-
another.
A
Yeah, it's
spiral
an
horned
antelope. Yes, the antelope.
Oh,
She's got like antelope horns, poking only about 4 inches above her hair. Her hair is long and straight. The older tiefling's hair is about mid to the neck, around that, and somewhat disheveled. But he seems to be counting money when he hears the door of the shop ring. He says, "Oh, welcome.
hello.
How can I help you?"
Hello.
We're looking for a Mavus.
Well, you're talking to him.
Oh, nice. Baron's gonna kind of walk over and pull out the papers and set them on the counter.
Oh, you're
Here
with
to
the
deliver
harvesters.
3 poison sacks and 3 web sacks.
Wonderful. And were they of face spatters, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what ended up happening.
Good. These will make the potions nicely.
It wasn't specified.
He'll pull out the bag of choline and set it on the counter. I got
That's a bad point.
like 3 silk ones, one, and then also 1 damage one. I got 5 venom sacks in here.
Yeah, alright. That's, more than enough. I only need 3 of each. But I will take the others off your hand.
Awesome.
Alright.
Dangerous little buggers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, big buggers.
He hands you a sack of gold containing about 2,400 gold. This should cover the rest of the. This should cover the rest. And
Hey, I need to duck out for a little bit.
okay. The little girl tiefling runs up to you, Sushi, and says to you, "You work with mommy?"
Who?
Don't mind her. My wife used to work at the harvesters. Maribel, not everyone knows each other. It's a very big place, and many of them haven't even met each other.
Very hard to meet people these days.
Yeah. And the little girl says, "Well, if you see my mommy, can you tell her I say hi?"
Or what's your mom's name?
She looks and says, "It's Mom."
I look up at the other person.
No, I'll tell you about that.
Okay.
Maribel, why don't you go take Yanni and go play in the yard? And she says, "Okay." And she runs out. Out of one of the piles, you see what looks like a mix between like a monkey and an imp. It's like a tiny monkey, a small monkey, about a quarter your size, Sushi, and it has wings and horns that match the Mavus's horns. Its fur seems to be a sort of a green, and it goes out and flies alongside Maribel as she leaves the shop.
Have we divided the gold yet?
No, not yet.
Alright.
The Mavis looks at you and says, "Well, how long have you been working for the harvesters?"
Oh, this was our first job.
Oh. I should have guessed many of the people who fulfill my contracts are. Speaking of, can I see that piece of paper?
Yeah. Right, I'll hand it over.
Mavis takes out a pen and gives a signature. As soon as he dots the I of his name, completing the signature, the paper, in a flash, just bursts into a flame and disappears.
That's
Oh.
neat.
Yeah. The harvesters use weird paper that will get right back to them once the contract's fulfilled. Yeah.
Oh, that's fancy.
Yeah. So, is there anything else I could help you with?
Well, I guess we could look around for a bit.
Alright.
Yeah.
Be my guest. I do want to warn you, though. Please be careful out there. And, know your limits. Try not to take anything that's out of your capabilities. That's the only advice I can give you.
Yeah.
That's reasonable.
Alright. So are y'all looking for anything specific? There's numerous potions, scrolls...
Ring of water walking?
Ring of water walking. Go ahead and roll a percentile.
Percentile. Okay, so you have to pull one out. 70.
70?
70... 71.
Alright. 71, I will say there is a ring of water walking.
Neat.
Alright.
What does a ring of water walking do again? Is it breathe water? Or
Well, a
It's-
ring of water walking allows you to walk on water. It's exactly what it says right there, little one.
inconvenient?
Yeah. We do have one. It was dropped off about a month ago by some elf who didn't need it anymore. Traded it in for something else. So I can give it to you for about 1,500 gold.
Sounds good.
Woo.
I don't have that. Do you, Captain?
1,500?
Yeah.
Thanks, but I'll wait on that then.
All right. We do also rent certain. We do rent certain magical artifacts, but not the Ring of Water Walking. We do have some single-use. Well, once per day that can be rented if used here in the shop. Simple things like if you need to locate something or see something. That's actually what the that elf traded it for, was to get something to help locate stuff. But of course they bought it, but it was a trade.
What did they look like?
Oh.
The elf.
Oh, that was a month ago. I see many. I remember what people buy, not what they look like. There wasn't anything really noteworthy.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, anything else I can do for you? Potions, scrolls.
Potions of healing?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I can get that for you.
I'll take 2.
All right. He goes in the back. When he's in the back, you hear the bell of the door ring, and Maribel comes back in with Yanni, the little weird flying monkey creature, and walks right up to you, Varen, and hands you a piece of paper. The piece of paper seems to be a stick drawing of you all, and it has a sort of a glitter, and the glitter smells like strawberries.
Oh, thank you. It's nice.
They like strawberries. Hey,
Usually
you
don't
are
eat
Texas.
paper.
I
Don't
hope
eat the
y'all
drawing.
I hope
Varen's
y'all
gonna
get
reach
at
into
one
her
time.
bag, like through her rations, and pull
Just
out a piece
because
of
I've
candy
eaten
and give
paper
it to her.
multiple times
Yay!
doesn't mean
Thank you, miss. I hope that you all
Yeah.
become as awesome as my mommy. And she runs off to
Yeah,
the
thank
table.
sure.
Mhm.
We'll do that.
The Mavis comes back out with 2 potions, and puts them on the table and says, "For both of them, I'll give it to you for 110 gold. They're base healing potions."
We
Cool.
call it 95, mate.
Roll persuasion.
Okay, persuasion. That's something I'm real good at.
Well, you should be.
27.
Alright. You're probably gonna need it. And he slides it to you for 95 gold. Yeah.
How many was that?
2.
I just bought 2. So now I have 3.
Pack.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Alright.
Dealer in a bottle.
Yep. If you have anything else you want to sell, if you've gotten any other things that aren't part of contracts, I'm always willing to buy. If you come back in about a day, I'll have a potion of spider climb once I deal with these, or maybe even a potion of etherealness, but if you can't afford the ring of water walk, then you might not be able to buy that potion of etherealness.
Probably not.
Well, it was worth offering.
Yeah, thanks.
Little bit
Surprisingly
of
poor.
out of character. I would like to mention the ring of water walking works on liquids in general, not just water,
Yes, including lava.
including lava.
Well, water is just water lava.
Water is just water lava. Sushi 2021.
Water is just ice lava.
That's
Good.
gonna be the title. That's the title of the episode. Water is just water lava.
Gosh.
All right, write it down.
I'm
Biddy.
writing it.
Yeah. Okay. Jeez, I should get that tattooed. It only took a year to have something super profound said.
All it took was a year for this massive philosophy to come out.
Yeah, Sushi, the great philosopher.
Falafel.
Uh,
Falafel.
Alright. So, anything else y'all need in here?
I don't know. I'm
Not that I
smart
can think
enough
of.
to know.
Yeah.
Intelligence is my dump stat.
Yeah,
We
that's
can
true.
tell.
Yeah, but
Mine
philosophy is more of a wisdom thing.
Shush.
Intelligence and wisdom were my dump stats.
What actually is
An
your
11
dump
and
stat?
13 respectively.
Oof.
What
Yeah,
actually
well, my
is-
wisdom and intelligence are 9 and 9.
Sushi's lowest stat is wisdom with 10. Then intelligence with 12.
Then why did you say
Congratulations.
intelligence was your dump stat when wisdom is?
So not smart. Shush.
Or wise?
Smart with an O. Smart.
Mert.
Alright.
Smart.
Roll perception.
Alright. I rolled a 16.
Alright. As you're looking around, you do see Maribel's hands glowing as she makes a bunch of glitter onto whatever paper she is currently working on. It's a spell that you've, judging by her hand movements, it's a spell you've seen Varen cast a lot. Prestidigitation, a very, very simple cantrip. And Mavus goes back to counting, taking stock of things, pulling certain things off the shelf to mark it off on a clipboard. Opens up a box with 3 crystal balls, marks, makes 1 mark, closes the box, puts it back on the shelf, starts counting some of his potions.
We should probably
Yeah.
go.
Varen's gonna leave.
Don't be a stranger.
We won't.
Artist strain.
Thanks.
Alright. So, you walk back into the streets of Nivrum, and your contract has been completed. You've gotten paid. You've gotten paid. What the?
How much of this should go into the ship fund?
I'm thinking like 150. So we all get 450.
Yeah, alright. Let me find our last updated ship fund. Oh, we should have asked. We should have asked him about the scrying.
You're standing right outside of his shop.
Our fund's gonna be
Just so that I remember, I'm the one who saw it, right?
Yes. I think Varen may have actually seen it, because didn't Varen see invisibility for a bit?
Yeah. Yeah. I've been using that.
Alright. So, you are outside of the shop if you want to go back in then and ask about things.
Yeah, because that's what I was getting on about the elf.
Oh.
I was like, yes, it's probably that bastard from the first episode.
That bastard! Thank you, Kenny.
I feel I know something like that. I just couldn't really remember.
Well, it's a good thing it's a good thing you remembered now and not on the ride back to Medicto.
Yeah. Levere will pop back into the shop.
Ding. Oh, back already?
I have a magic question.
Shoot.
Okay, so once, I was able to see invisibility for a bit, and I saw that, my captain had a small green ball floating around her.
Alright.
I was wondering if you could tell me what that is and why it's there.
Well, if you were seeing invisibility, then probably wasn't... Well, it could have been a wisp. Was it, like, on fire, or just, like, a smooth marble, or what?
I think it was smooth. Maybe a bit, like, hazy around the edges.
Sounds like it may have been a scrying eye.
About this big, and, Levere uses his hands to show about the size of a golf ball.
Yeah, that sounds like textbook, scrying eyes. You got someone spying on you. Yeah. Unfortunately,
Kinda why.
we do sell protection against scrying, but if you got someone scrying on you, then you'd need to get one for you and all your friends around you. And that will be quite a bit pricey.
Is there any way to find out who is doing the scrying?
Unfortunately no, but if you have some ideas, then you may be able to scry back. Well, you may be able to scry on someone as you're being scryed on, see if they're doing the spell or look into a scrying sphere.
Well, that's kind of why I was asking about that elf.
Well,
You see, about like a month or two ago now, we had a run-in with some pirates,
that doesn't sound
and
good.
we almost dealt with them. Except, I think the elf, like the first mate and captain, got away.
They were...
You're in the area, like Levere's standing in the doorway, I'm guessing.
Pretty
I
much.
don't know, dicks.
Ah.
I don't know how to finish that sentence. That's all.
Well, if you think they got away, you can try seeing if they're alive. We do rent out scrying spheres for use in shop. It's about 650 gold for use. I only got 2 right now because one was used earlier today.
Maybe we'll check in on that later.
All right. Well, come back tomorrow
thanks
and there'll
anyway.
be 3. You can come back tomorrow and there'll be 3 potential ones. The Scrying Spheres gain their charges at dawn each morning.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll let my captain know.
All right. He goes back to taking inventory.
Okay. I head out the shop. Shoot. Okay. When do bards get 5th level spells?
People typically get 5th level spells at around level 9.
Okay, in about 4 levels, we need to get $1,000 scrying focus. Or 1,000 gold scryer focus.
No, what he was saying is that he will rent out a thing that's enchanted with a once-a-day use of scry.
I know, but it's a
Oh.
lot cheaper to just get the one and...
In 4 levels.
Oh boy, though.
You're level 5
600,
and we've been doing this
ouch.
for a year.
650, oof.
I don't got that.
Nope.
Sounds like a problem for another day.
Y'all did just get
Yeah.
2,400.
Yeah, I still don't got it.
I mean, I'm probably the only one, like, me and... I've added the 450 to my gold. So probably just me and Corvus are the only ones able to afford that on our own.
Wait, did we split
I'm
the
not a
gold?
magic user.
No, y'all have not split the gold yet.
Oh.
I don't think. Have y'all?
But I mean, I said everybody could get 450, and then
Oh.
150 goes to ship fund.
Okay. That more than quadruples. That more than 100 times the amount of money that I currently
That sounds
have.
like we've split the money up. I'm gonna put that 450 back in.
That is more than 10 times the amount of money I have.
Yeah, I can contribute about 200. If y'all want to put in 200, I want to know who this
yeah, I'll put
bastard
in-
is.
I'll put in 200.
Alright.
Though... If they're scrying on us right now, they probably know we're gonna do this, or they're gonna stop scrying.
Well, there you go. We just leave them.
Though, if we do this, we will find out if they're still alive. I'm telling you, the magic types are tricksy. I have no doubt in my mind that that captain and her elf first mate teleported out. Tiny cage.
All right.
Feel like they just have
Okay,
like a fan art
we're back.
contest in the house.
Hey,
to
we're
make-
back.
Hey, welcome
make
back.
We're
this
back.
character.
Sorry, the storm destroyed the internet. It's raining outside, and I'm currently living in the boonies, so it messed with the internet. So where were
Alright.
we?
I was
Don't
Varen was-
asking.
know.
Yeah, Varen was asking about what time did she see the ball.
Right.
Yeah.
It was usually between the hours of like 10 and 11.
In the morning?
Yes, in the morning. So it would be
Okay.
past, or it would be, it would have already been a few hours back.
Cool.
It only ever lasted around between like a minute and like a couple minutes. Like it didn't last too terribly long.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Oh, well, I don't think they're scrying right now. They usually scry around 10, somewhere between 10 and 11 a.m.
Hmm. All right. Well, it's definitely late enough in the day that probably we're watching us fight spiders.
No, y'all had it would between 11 and between 10 and 11. That would have been around the time you were returning from fighting the spiders.
Oh yeah, that's right. If we pitch in, we can try and see.
Seems like it might backfire.
All right, so 200 from me, 200 from Lorcax. Are we assuming 200 from Corvus as well? Just punish the players for not showing up.
I mean, as captain, you can order Corvus to give you 200.
How much money does she have?
With the 450. Let's see. With the 450, she would have 1100.
Yeah, she's paying
yeah,
for the rest of
obviously.
that.
All of it, or just 250?
Yeah.
The rest of it.
Okay, so that'd be 250.
Don't want her to use too much, because,
Yeah.
you know, some point we need to get some more diamonds, make sure we have enough of those and stuff.
Yeah, that is true. You only have.
You're here.
Oh, Corvus!
Hey,
The
Hey!
captain has just elected you to pay 250 gold.
I already added the gold from turning in the quest, and then subtracted the gold from pitching in for the scrying sphere. So you don't have to change your gold. Your gold right now is what it should be.
alright.
What took you?
Literally, I needed to like try the phone call for like a cab, so I couldn't actually be like on the Discord call on my phone right now.
Oh, that's rough.
And it failed on me, so I literally hailed a cab.
Oh man, you had to use your arms? What is this, a baby's toy?
Just,
What is this, the 90s?
What is this, the 80s interpretation of 2015?
mm,
Uh,
but
So-
yeah.
yeah,
Hailing a cab with your physical body? Gross.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's put a pin in that. So, Corvus, yes, you have just been elected to pitch in the rest, and you have just handed some gold to. Are y'all giving it to Varen or Levere?
I would definitely give it to. Definitely suggest Baron.
Yeah, okay.
Give it to Varen because Levere doesn't know how to use magic items.
Okay, so am I supposed to try and do this, like, when I see that they're scrying? Because, I mean, I could still see invisibility.
No, I mean, you could just use it right now to see if they're alive.
Oh. Yeah,
Because
okay.
if they're alive, they have reason to scry on you. Because we're
Okay.
just a couple of upstarts that took down that almost killed the captain and took her arm.
Oh, yeah, that was kind of awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And then you turned in the arm for a bounty.
Oh.
So, y'all head back into the shop. You head back into the Vicious Vagabond. Which, by the way, the title is essentially a thesaurus of murder hobo.
Yeah.
So you go back into the Vicious Vagabond, and Mavis says, "Oh, back again."
Yeah,
We've,
need some resources and
Yeah, what? You want more potions or the ring?
no, gonna
for the scrying orb.
Oh, all right. Which one of y'all is gonna be doing the scrying? It has to be someone who's already familiar with the arcane arts.
I point at Baron.
Yeah. Like Captain's good with traditional magic.
All right.
I can't wrap my mind around magic stuff.
Well, that's
I'm
probably
all
for the
about the
best.
holy. I'm
Yeah.
all for the holy. Maybe not so for the practical
Oh,
everyday
for the holy.
magic.
That's probably for the best. You ever scry before?
no.
Well, if you got something that belonged to the person that you're trying to look at, then it'll make it easier. If you only know about them like from secondhand knowledge, like you heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend.
Oh,
then
well,
it'd
I
be
mean, I
harder.
cut their arm off, so or
Do
at
you
least
have the
I
arm?
fought them.
No, we turned that in for bounty.
No,
Yeah,
that's a shame.
I mean,
I
moving
told
up
you we
close
should've
and
kept
personal, so
Yeah.
Did we also sell the bandana, or did we keep that?
The bandana was from the pirate that you killed. However, the sleeve, I believe you kept it because it was made of drider silk.
thought we sold one of the drider silk and we kept the other one.
Yeah, we sold the bandana, but kept the sleeve, I think.
Yes.
Because the sleeve was kind of covered in blood.
Yes, I believe that is correct.
Now, who kept the sleeve?
I checked my inventory.
It's either me, Sushi, or Varen.
no, I don't got it.
Did you forget to... Maybe you forgot to add it when you turned in the arm?
Probably.
Yeah. We'll say Varen
It's
has
been
it.
a year.
It has been.
We'll just retcon and say it's in Varen's inventory.
Yeah.
Vern's just gonna start like looking through her clothes and then her back. This
Nice.
work.
Did you clean it off?
Does it need to be clean?
Well, I mean, if you got that blood, then that'll make it easier than just the fabric that they owned.
No, I haven't really done anything with it. I mean, just put it away.
All right. All right. So then.
Well, congratulations. That's a -10 to the save, or
Yeah.
to the what's needed.
Yeah. So so you'll have to stay in here to use it. It'll take about half an hour for it to be usable. But he goes to back to one of the boxes he counted earlier and pulls out a crystal ball, and he holds out his hand for payment.
To pull out a small pouch that has the 650 or whatever it was, and just put it in his hand.
All right, and he puts the crystal ball in your hand. Yeah, just give it about half an hour, and then about a minute, about 10 minutes of focusing on it. So it'll so yeah, but you have to
Okay.
keep it in the store.
Yeah,
I've
that's
had
fine.
people trying to run off with some of the items I've rented in-house, and let's just say it don't end pretty for them. And he shifts his jacket, and you can see a revolver at his side.
I told you he'd have a gun.
Yeah, damn it.
Or-
I like you. You got cool stuff. Not gonna try and steal from you.
Thanks, I appreciate you not trying to steal from me.
Stealing is hard work.
Yeah. So, as you're waiting, Maribel, the young tiefling child, walks up to you, Corvus, and says, "What's that?" and points to your holy symbol on your neck. Or no, points to your staff. I forgot your staff is your scythe. I forgot your scythe. What is your holy symbol? You know what I mean.
Have an extra. She does that.
Corvus, you there? Okay, never mind. Maribel doesn't do that.
Yes,
Oh.
yes, I'm here.
Okay, Maribel does do that. Maribel is a tiefling child with 4-inch long spiral horns coming through the top of her head. 2 of them, like an antelope horns would. And her skin is a violet color, and she's got long, straight hair. She looks to be about maybe 6 or 8 years old, around that general age group. She points to your staff and says, "What's that?" Corvus?
Corvus.
Why did you...
Yeah, sorry, I'm in the middle of something, sorry.
Okay. A tiefling child about 6 years old points to your scythe and says, "What's that?"
Oh, it's a holy symbol, or in other person's terms, usually like a hidden weapon.
Oh, I don't see any holes on it. Alright, well, I guess that's the end of...
That's very, I mean, like, as long as, like, I'm holding it, you could do that, but don't do it when I'm not around. That would be very unsafe for you, child.
Oh. Daddy doesn't want me to use the things he makes. He says that he doesn't want me to be a hunter like you and Mom. And at that, Mavus says, Maribel, why don't you go pick up some eggs from the market? And hands a few copper pieces to her, and she's like, "Okay," and runs out. Eventually, the time passes. Varen, you feel yourself attuned to this, and after 10 minutes of concentrating, who are you trying to scry on? Because you are attuned, it will use your spell save DC. What is your spell save DC, and who are you trying to scry on?
My DC is 16. And,
A cart drives right outside the window, right outside the store, apparently. It's that cart that y'all saw on watch, with the dragonborn.
Was the elf the first mate, or was it the captain?
The elf was the
we
first
trying to
mate,
do
the tiefling was the captain. The captain is the one that you cut the left arm and the left eye off of.
Okay. What did you guys think? Wait, who's this? Who does the sleeve belong to?
The one that you cut the arm off of, the captain.
Oh, yeah, I'll do the captain.
Alright. Let's see. Scrying. Okay. So, because you're using the sleeve and, more importantly, the blood, if this target is alive, it would be a wisdom save for them minus 10 because you have their blood. So, focusing on that, focusing on the bloody sleeve, you peer into the orb. You look deep into it, and the whole world around you goes dark. You feel yourself being pulled through simultaneously in the blink of an eye and in like slow motion. It feels really strange, but you find yourself staring at a blue tiefling with she's wearing a jacket with 2 sleeves. One of the sleeves is fluttering in the wind, and she's walking around, pacing, looking angry. Go ahead and roll perception.
Okay. 21.
Okay, you can see that the ground she walks on is dried clay. You can hear the sound of what sounds like metal being tinkered with in the background, outside of the periphery of your visibility. You can see that she is wearing an eye patch under her glasses, and and her left sleeve is fluttering in the wind. You can feel it feels hot, not like absurdly hot, but more like a dry heat as she walks around. You see a flash of green light just outside the periphery, and she looks to where it came from and says, "And where have you been?" And you see a figure stepping into the visibility. It is an elf with tan skin, gold eyes, green hair, and they say, "Oh, well, I was getting a new toy, and also performing certain investigations for future endeavors. After all, someone here has to actually do something until you're ready to sail again." And you see the tiefling. You see Captain Lomat hold out her right hand, and her sword appears in it and holds it right to Mal. It says, "Give me one reason why I shouldn't cut out your tongue. This is all your fault." And Mal says, "Oh, please. Without me, you'd be at the bottom of the ocean, and I'd be living in luxury. Please, this is more torture for me than it is you. But I suppose if you're really that bored, you can assist me in what I need. I found something interesting, and I think that we can probably make up for your loss." And they pull out what looks like a scroll, but unfolding it, it seems to be a map. A map that, well, roll perception. Varen?
Oh, Varen's muted.
17.
17? The map seems to be of the area around... It seems to be of the area that is around the northeastern part of Vistar. The northeastern portion of Vistar. And they point to a section in the middle of the ocean and says, "We're gonna find it here. Trust me. There is a pretty good reason why I think that it'll be fortuitous if we can get there. Especially since it's not that far. The thing that it goes to. Maybe it'll even be able to get rid of that turtle that caused you so much trouble and destroyed your ship. Wouldn't you want that? To get rid of that stupid thing and have one even better?" And she says, "You're playing me, aren't you?" And Mal says, "Of course, but it doesn't make what I say any less true." And Lomat dismisses the sword and says, "Fine." And looks off to the area outside of where where your scrying shows, and says, "How long until that's done?" And you hear a voice too muffled to even hear, and says, "Make it half that time and I won't gut you like a fish." And that's where your scrying ends.
Okay. Varen's gonna relay the information,
Alright.
kind of saying things like as she saw them.
Oh, okay.
But then when they were talking, she'd wait a few seconds,
Told you they lived.
just give them the gist of what was said.
I give Sushi a jab in the arm.
What was that for?
Doubting me
I didn't doubt you. When
You
did I
did.
doubt you?
constantly.
I don't doubt you.
I've been talking about them still living for the past 2 months, and you've always been, no, their
No,
ship was destroyed. There's no way they could still be alive.
no.
Now
of
look.
course they're alive. Why wouldn't they be? I never said they weren't alive.
It seemed pretty interested in something
He
in the
never
middle of
saw
the
their
ocean.
corpses. I always assumed they were alive.
Anyway, you mentioned a map. Do you think you could? Did you memorize it enough to jot it down?
I mean, I could certainly try.
By the way,
Alright.
we're going to sink your turtle.
Yeah, and
You
that's
got
why
that
we need.
part, right?
Yeah, I heard that. That's why we need to find out where this is so that we can get to it first. Or, failing that, while they're still there, and kick their asses again.
Well, if
Hey,
it's
maybe
in the
we can
middle
get
of
another
the
giant rock.
port
thing.
of water, though, if it's in the middle of the ocean, then you might need some potions of water breathing. I got some for sale. 200 gold per.
Don't we have magic for that?
Do you?
Do we?
Can we? I don't remember if that's a spell we can get it.
It is a spell.
But it's not a bard spell. It is druid, ranger, sorcerer, and wizard.
I was hoping it was a cleric spell.
No, it's not a cleric spell.
Maybe we can level Lorcax and have him get it.
Yeah, no, I don't know how to do that. I got something else. And he pats his spell book.
Well, it's not like I'm going to get it. So,
Well, then it sounds to me like y'all need the potions of water breathing.
It would probably help, yes.
It lasts about 8 hours, so there should be plenty of time. He goes back into the back and pulls out a 6-pack of potions that are filled with a clear, somewhat cyan liquid that is very fizzy. Says, like I said, it'll be 200 each, 200 gold each.
that's a lot of money.
Potions are expensive.
Yeah, they are. But
Well, they take a lot to make, especially when you have to
Yeah.
hire a third party to get all the necessary ingredients.
And this is why I need to level Warlock to level 5.
Well, I don't know if you're gonna get there by the time we get to Vistar.
Probably not.
So, might as well each all buy a potion.
All
I'll
right,
buy
No
one.
money.
we'll buy them in bulk then.
all right. In bulk, how many? The whole 6? All 6 of these?
How many of these do we need?
Well, we probably only need 5.
There are 5 of us, so we might need 6.
I'm just buying the one because I'm almost out of the money that I just got.
I only have this 400 gold.
I'll tell you what. I'll knock 100 gold. I'll knock 100 gold if you buy all 6. I'll knock off 100 gold. If you buy all 6, it'll only be 1,100 instead of 1,200.
I just sigh and put my 200 in. Easy come, easy go. I need to save up my money for full play.
Alright. So how many do
I'll
y'all
take-
buy?
We'll take 6 then.
Alright. You hand him...
I toss in 200.
I tossed in 200.
As you toss in a total of 1,100
Mhm.
in total. Oh yeah, Lorcax. I should probably toss in 200 for Lorcax.
And we'll take out like 100 from the ship fund, unless Corvus or someone else with more money wants to cover that.
Lorcax can go with it.
I don't know if Lorcax can.
Lorcax can.
Lorcax was just given 400 gold, so
Alright, Lorcax covers the extra 100.
Like,
You always need me. I'll pay for it.
you're always watching.
Always.
Just remember who paid for the 6th one.
We'll remember. Now, who wants to do some gambling?
Alright. So as you pay 1,100 gold, Mavis slides the potions to you.
Baron's gonna hold on to the extra one.
Alright. Yeah.
Corvus,
Yes.
we
Yeah?
can hear people.
Okay.
Wow.
Alright.
You.
Okay.
Make sure to take off 200 gold from your total for the potion, Corvus.
Yeah.
Wait. Is it like everyone's splitting evenly?
Yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Everyone's
Yeah.
pitching in to buy 6 potions of water breathing.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, we have that ivory. Do you want to try and sell it here?
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. If not
Ivory?
here, he could. If not here,
Yeah.
Mavis could tell us where to sell it.
Yeah, 2 things of ivory right here. Pull it out
Massive.
and- yeah.
Just pull out 2 massive tusks.
Out of the
that's
bag of
tusk
colding?
sound effect.
Yeah.
I mean, you could fit them in the bag of holding. The bag of holding still acts as a bag of holding to an extent.
It's just littler.
Yeah, it just has a smaller maximum capacity. And keeps things cold.
Yep. So we pull out 2 massive things of ivory. It's like,
I almost
do
forgot I
you,
had these.
do you buy these, or is
I
there somewhere
certainly
else in
can.
town we can sell them?
I can certainly buy them. I can make potions of strength out of this.
Ooh.
And ivory is always a useful component for some spells.
Well, that's true. Can always be carved into little shapes.
Yep. Although, no, I'm not. I think it's best if I don't ask. I don't need to be worrying about people I don't even know.
Huh? What?
What were you gonna ask?
Well, I was gonna ask what you were doing, fighting a dire.
Well, I mean, it showed up
Oh,
when we
yeah.
were fighting the spiders.
Not everyone in our party has dark vision.
Yeah.
Well, for future reference, try to put out any lights whenever they're near.
Yeah,
it
we
worked
we
out.
Or
learned
just
that the
throw
hard
the
way.
torch, or light, or whatever you are using.
It worked out in the end.
Yeah. I'm gonna teach you a nugget of wisdom they should always remember. You don't need to be holding the light source. The light source just needs to be near where you're targeting.
Hey, I suggested throw it at the boar, but no, we don't want to set the forest on fire.
That forest, it would take a seriously big fire. A rinky-dink little torchlight ain't gonna set that on fire.
Plus, it did feel pretty damp down there in that part of the forest, so I doubt it would.
Yeah, it
I
did.
doubt would have spread.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yes. Anyway.
how much for the dire boar ivory?
It's pretty decent quality. I could give you maybe about 500 per.
That's reasonable. That's reasonable.
Does that seem reasonable?
You could do that, yeah.
I think that it's very reasonable. So, yeah, I'll here you go. Yeah, takes 100 gold.
Obliged.
It takes 100 gold out of the bag that you just handed him and hands you the bag back.
Much obliged.
Well, then I guess I'll add 200 back to my my bag.
And I'll add 200 back to Lorcax.
Boy, we have fun in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes. For future reference, if you ever got something that you want to sell and at the same time you're buying, it's best to put everything on the table to make it easy, make the transaction easier.
Yeah, we usually do. It's just we kind of just remembered that we had the.
See, I thought we were going to try to sell it back at the other place.
Nah.
Whatever.
I don't know if the Hunters Guild or whatever takes items for sale.
Oh, they do, but they won't give you as much of a price for as someone who's looking for it will. They'll give you a smaller
Besides,
price.
I feel
It's bet you'll net a bigger profit if you're selling to someone who knows what to do with it, which is what they do. They sell it for smaller, or they buy it for less and then sell it for more.
good profit.
Exactly. If you turn in a contract at one of their halls, then you'll be given a smaller amount than if you turned it in to the person themselves. But the reason why you might want to turn it into the hall is some of the contracts are time sensitive, and you just won't have the time to
Take it there yourself.
Exactly. Or maybe you just, if the person who wants it is in a very difficult part. Like, for all I know, there could be like some wizard in a tower deep in some treacherous swamp that might want something, and it'd just be easier to turn in the thing at the hall and let one of their couriers deal with it.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
understandable.
Yeah.
And I do feel the ivory. I do feel the ivory would do better here, being made into potions and magical components instead of like a whole piano. I think that's enough ivory for a piano, right?
Probably. My wife would
a lot,
definitely know
Avery.
the answer. She used to hunt dire boars on the weekends.
Your wife sounds very adventurous, sir.
She certainly was.
That's nice. Can we go kill something or something?
You're murder hungry.
You
You have a thirst for blood that cannot be quenched.
You might want to get that
I-
looked at. Is she holding anything cursed or something? Did she
Not
encounter a
anymore.
vampire?
It was for a bit, but we already took care of that.
Alright. It's best to get those things taken care of, like, as soon as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a bit of a run-in. fighting
Yeah,
devils.
I've done that a
Look,
couple
I
times.
just need to cut the life out of some animals. Okay?
Well, be careful doing
That's
that.
kind of creepy.
That's a really quick way to go missing.
Especially if it's an animal somebody cares about. Don't kill pets.
That too.
Well, pets aren't strong enough to kill.
Some people keep very exotic pets.
Boring.
That is true. There's a
Well, we almost were keeping exotic
Trust
pets
me.
until
been-
somebody let out the wolf puppy.
I heard
And the cat.
I heard a tale of a traveling pet salesman on the seas. Have you ever encountered them? If you want a pet, that's something you might want to look into.
I think I've seen it. I think I've seen a ship sail past when I was doing my duties as a privateer.
Yeah, it's where the base for Yanni came from, and he points to the flying monkey, which is currently eating some berries out of a what looks like some kind of potted plant that has runes on the pot.
Got it. Monkey.
Yanni's
Flying
Yanni's
plant.
Yanni's my
Flying
own
monkey.
creation. I made him to assist me a couple years ago.
Looks like he wouldn't do well with that.
He's serviceable. Definitely keeps my daughter entertained while I work. Speaking of, she probably should have been back not too long ago, but yeah, she's probably just got distracted.
Who wants to check on where the little girl is?
Well, you don't need to do that. I mean, I'm not gonna.
In the store, I think.
Go check before we go.
No, I sent her off.
We're not allowed in the back room.
She's not in the back room. I sent her off to
Oh.
go buy some eggs.
Well, if we see her while we're walking around, we'll tell her to head back.
Yeah, all right. You don't need to. She'll be back before sundown.
All right.
All right.
That sounds like it's probably not gonna. So,
Don't you meta?
I send her out to go buy food all the time. And she always comes back. Why would this be any different? She's a big girl. She knows how to handle herself. She's got her mother's magic.
Anyway, I think we're probably done here. Let's head on out.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, you don't be strangers. If you're ever in the area, just stop by.
Will
Will do.
do. Have a good day, sir.
See,
All right.
and we leave, and then what are we gonna do now? Want to wander around for a bit, find a place to stay tonight?
Yeah, probably a good idea.
All right.
All right. Now the two inns that you saw, one was called the Gullible Weasel, the other was the Drunken Mole.
Drunken Mole sounds like a fun place. Check that out.
Okay.
All right. So going to the Drunken Mole, it's not too shabby. It's nothing to write home about. It's not too busy actually, with it being probably early evening around now after all the time you spent attuning and scrying and selling stuff and buying stuff. It's early evening, like around 4 o'clock or so.
Cool.
Wait, on the way over, Varen would have been trying to keep an eye out, see if she saw the little girl or not.
Alright, roll perception.
23.
23. As you pass through the marketplace, you pass by the stall a stall where someone is selling chicken, eggs, and another stall where someone's selling fruit. You don't find any sight of either, of her at any of the stalls in the marketplace.
Huh. Hopefully she's okay.
So, you said you were going to the Drunken Mole?
Yep.
So, the Drunken Mole, it's not too shabby, not anything bad. It's very middle of the road. Rooms are 2 copper a night, not counting drinks or food. But there seems to be 4 rooms available.
And how many of us are there?
5.
2 people can share.
Yeah, I'm fine with sharing a room.
Who wants to sleep in a pile?
I do!
I
do! Lorcax raises his hand.
I guess I'm fine with it. As long as I find my knife or messing hole.
Put 2 copper. Well, I put 1 gold down and buy a room. I don't have copper.
That is more than... That's enough to rent 4 rooms for 25 nights.
I know. I don't have copper.
Take your gold. Okay, how much copper is it per night?
I have 1 copper.
2. It's 2 copper per night.
I hand over
copper.
4 copper.
Oh. I give Lavira copper.
Okay, fine.
I don't have any copper. I'd have to get change.
I hand over another 2 copper. Does anyone else not have any copper?
I mean, I could take some out of the ship fund, but I personally have, like, silver and gold.
Hand over another 2 copper. I'm out of copper now.
Well,
why
we've
don't- why
already
don't- why don't- why
rented
don't we
all the
just-
rooms.
Just give a silver piece and get, like, 2 copper and change or something.
Well, we've already rented all the rooms, so...
I have personally put forward enough copper to rent 4 rooms.
So, you rent 4 rooms. Corvus!
Corvus.
We could hear you tearing into a bag of Lay's chips. I can only assume. So,
Sprinkling next to the mic is very loud.
yeah.
We're not
Oops.
striking anymore.
Didn't mean to
Why
do
we
that.
had to yell.
Yeah. So, you all go into your rooms. Lorcax shares a room with Sushi. He sleeps hugging his spell book. And very tightly, like one would a stuffed animal. And night falls, and you eventually go to
Wait,
sleep.
we only got 4 rooms, so now... How many of us are there?
There's 5 of you. You're
Okay.
sharing a room with Lorcax.
Okay.
And everyone
There
else
were
got...
6 of us for some reason.
There were, but Moo left.
Ah! The cow.
Yes.
Right.
Or if you want to count Dr. Tross, but he's in Medicto trying to get a grant.
Well, if he can't get a grant for that, we can always convince him to go to the next place where they supposedly are going to find another giant machine that will destroy the first one. He doesn't technically need a permission to go there, since it hasn't been discovered yet.
Well,
Sushi will sleep cuddling her sword.
I mean, that is true, but he would also need a ship to... He'd need to charter a ship to go there.
We have a ship.
Wait, are we taking with him? I thought we were just using him to pay for the docks.
Yes, we're bringing Tross with us.
We're all in my room right now on the bed discussing this.
No, it's just really thin walls.
It's just a really cheap motel.
I mean, it's
Tross
2
is our
copper.
friend. He's coming with us.
It's 2 copper. What do you expect? It.
She goes to sleep holding her sword.
Lorcax go to
As you do.
sleep. Okay. So, as you sleep through the night, everyone go ahead and roll perception.
Oh, and we take our long rest?
Not yet. Just roll perception.
I rolled a 19.
I rolled a nat 20.
All
I
right.
have a 13.
I will roll for Lorcax.
That nat 20.
That was
That's
an
it.
8. Lorcax sleeps through the night.
Good
Go
ahead.
ahead
for
and
him.
roll, Corvus.
He slept through the day, too. Good for him.
23, 19, 18. And what did you get? You got... Oh, sorry. What did you get, Varen?
13.
13? Alright, so everybody but Lorcax and Varen hears some really loud noises outside that late in the night. It seems that guards are frantically shouting and running around. You can actually see, peering out the window, you can see that some guards are on horseback chasing a cart, that's being pulled by 2 horses. It seems to be full of baskets.
I'm gonna throw a rock at the basket.
Okay, roll an attack.
Art is...
What'd you say?
I said,
You're throwing a rock from your window.
yeah, roll attack with disadvantage.
How do I do that again? Is it a
You
dex
right click,
thing, or-
it'd be unarmed ranged attack. Roll strength, actually. Just roll strength.
13.
You throw a rock out of your window. It lands nowhere near the scene before you.
You want to try, Levere?
Levere's
gonna
in another
throw a
room.
rock.
He can hear through the wall.
Yeah, but he probably didn't see you throw it.
I'm gonna
Isn't that
try to
not the-
throw another rock.
Well, the cart is well past you now. Like the
All
cart
right,
was
I guess I'm jumping out the window.
okay.
There are stairs that you can just go down.
Why, though?
This is another situation where Sushi's going to try to get into a fight without armor.
Okay.
Not necessarily. I could be sleeping in my armor. Yeah, probably.
you?
not.
Roll
not.
acrobatics as you jump out the window. You are on the 2nd floor.
16.
All right. You will take half of this damage. Let's see. That is. You're going to take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you land on the dirt below. You are on the side of the inn that has the stables and where the horses that you rented are, along with your cart, but they're not hitched to along with your wagon, but they're not hitched to your wagon right now.
I would like to sneak up to the wagon.
Your wagon?
Their wagon.
Their wagon is being
Their
pulled
wagon
by
is-
2 horses and being
I would
chased
like-
by guards on horseback.
Fine, I'll try to hop a horse or something.
Your own horse or just a random horse?
Fine, my horse. I don't...
Sushi, you
I
could
don't know.
wake everyone up and let. You're gonna run off and get killed.
Lavir,
You're already awake!
Lavir, you just saw Sushi jump out of the window and just grab one of the horses that you rented and is just booking it for whatever commotion is going on.
You're awake! Wake everybody up yourself!
Corvus, you also see the same thing. The only ones that are asleep... Well, Sushi, you don't know that. Or, Lavir, you don't know that Corvus is awake and seeing this.
You could have woken up Lorcax.
I'm imagining you're yelling that as Sushi rides off into the distance.
Well, I can't do
sigh.
it now!
Tired and exasperated. And
Well, I
go
can't
wake up
do it
Lorcax
now.
and Garen.
I need to
I'm not getting your armor.
Fine!
Alright, so Sushi is without armor. I'm guessing all she
Again.
has is her katana.
Fine, I'll take off my armor.
Yeah. You would have taken it off to sleep.
Yeah. I did grab my cloak of protection, though.
Okay. That's fair, because it's easy to put on.
Like a blanket.
Yeah, it just has like a
That's
clasp.
fair, because otherwise you'd be in your underwear.
Well, it'd be like a sleeping kimono, I think, is what she wears.
Sushi wears this.
I'm pretty sure Sushi wears jack
In the
shit
cave
when she
fight.
goes to bed.
She wears pants. She wears Guy Fieri bell-bottoms.
pretty good description,
I
actually.
basically want to ask, what do you want me to do?
Well, Sushi is gone. You saw Sushi jump out of the window, take one of your horses, and book it for whatever the commotion
Well,
is
now
going
Lavir
on.
knows Corvus is awake.
Yeah, I'm just going, I just...
Well, you saw that out of your window.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not-
but she doesn't ask.
I wake
Not
up
now.
Varen and Lorcax and let them know Sushi took a fucking horse.
Ugh.
What the fuck's going on?
Our horse.
Yes, our horse.
Why?
She's gonna pay for.
Because she's
gonna,
impulsive.
if it gets hurt, she's gonna pay for damages.
We don't know
Yeah.
what the specific situation here, and I'm just very much
What's
trying
going
to-
on?
I don't know.
There's a
This is
commotion,
just-
there's guards.
Mhm.
Damn.
They were chasing a wagon.
Well, I mean, she's
Which is
gone
why-
after. She probably got after her.
All right.
That's why Sushi took one of our horses, which means we can't pull the wagon to carry us.
Hmm.
Ugh.
Okay.
We could always
let's
take
just
one
say-
of the other horses.
See
don't-
which way she went.
Mhm.
Well,
Wait.
judging by all the sound, it looks like they're heading out of town. Sushi, I'm gonna need you to roll animal handling.
Okay.
You need. Impulsiveness is what kills parties.
Especially at level 5.
Yeah.
Look, I said I'm sorry. We were talking, we saw the thing, I assumed you would come with me.
14 is
not-
14 the horses are the horse is very resistant to being ridden on bareback. It was a horse that was trained to pull a cart, not carry a person. And not to mention the reins were meant for pulling a cart, so they are very not suited for single-person riding. You are having significant trouble. As you're looking, you can see one of the guards that is ahead of you suddenly falls off his horse, and then another. Sushi, I am going to need you to roll a... hold on, let me check a thing real quick. Okay, what is it? Okay, I'm gonna need... Well, actually, no. Sushi, what's your AC currently?
Without armor, but with the
Probably
with
12.
the protection, it is 13.
13?
No, that's
Okay. That's good.
You're likely being fired upon.
Ooh. You're going to take 5 points of piercing damage as a crossbow bolt hits you in the shoulder and burns. You take 7 points of fire damage.
5 and then 7.
Yes. As you're being fired upon by a figure on the cart with the baskets.
Cool.
What is everyone else doing?
I guess trying to load up in the wagon.
Alright.
Putting on her
trying to-
breastplate while she gets in the wagon.
Alright.
Orphis is just fully decked out like in her gear, like trying to do this as quickly as possible so she's fully ready for any sort of like combat.
Alright, who's going to be at the reins?
I'll be it.
Okay. Roll animal handling with disadvantage because it's a cart made for 2 horses, but only 1 horse is pulling it.
Can I
Alright.
cast my reaction spell?
Sure. What is your reaction? They're about 60... The cart is about 60 feet ahead of you.
Perfect. I cast Hellish Rebuke.
I don't think Hellish Rebuke
That is
reaches.
60 feet.
Really?
That is the exact range.
Alright. What do I need to do?
When it responds to being damaged by a creature within 60 feet, you can see I point the finger. That creature is damaged. Is momentarily surrounded by hellish flame. They must make a dexterity saving throw, and it takes 2d10 on a failed save and half on a successful save.
Well, it succeeds.
It is 14.
Okay. Your DC?
DC is 14, yeah.
Yeah, it got 28.
Okay.
Got disadvantage roll.
Okay, and so that's 18 damage, and then half that is 9.
9 points of damage?
Yep, fire.
Alright.
And
Oh, fire
Forrest made a
damage?
14 for Hanimal.
Yes,
Let's see. Ba-ba-ba.
9 fire damage.
Where do I see things?
It's a pretty good spell, and I've not gotten to use it before. I wanted to actually use it.
Hold on. There we go. Okay, yeah. Takes 9 points. I thought it was resistant, but it's not. You said it takes 9 points of damage because as a success, it
Yeah.
succeeded? Okay.
It was 18. Half that is 9.
Alright. So what
rolled
did you...
pretty high.
Corvus, what did you roll for your...
14 was my lowest roll.
14? You are lagging behind. You're making some ground, but you're about like 80 feet behind by the time after everything, y'all are in the forest now, like on the forest road, and y'all are on the forest road right now. You are 80 feet behind the wagon. Sushi is 60 feet behind the wagon.
It's a good thing my armor is integrated into my jacket.
Yep. Oh, I should probably... change the music.
We're gonna have to go back into Nivrum so that we can get Sushi's armor once this is all done.
Well, no, y'all said that y'all. Y'all said that y'all.
I said that I did not grab her armor.
Oh, I thought you said you did.
No,
Well,
unless Lorcax grabbed it, it's in her room. Good time. Sushi has decided to jump out of a window armorless.
Yep.
This is only the second time, okay?
I just said it's the second time.
Well, she could
And
barely
also,
even
I
hear
wouldn't
you.
I wouldn't have gone off with you because last time you and I went off on our own little solo adventure, we got captured by snakes.
I'm imagining y'all are yelling this from the cart.
It worked out.
I mean, if you want to be a pedantic,
Barely.
if you want to be a pedant, then the last time y'all went on a solo adventure, you almost drowned. And the time
Yeah.
before that, you almost froze to death. And then the time before that was when y'all
Yeah.
almost got killed
We
by
should probably
snakes.
keep you guys apart if you're going off places.
Dude, she's
We
a
are
bad
the best
influence.
party.
So what do y'all
It's a
do?
good division. That's like saying because Shaggy and Scooby get captured all the time, they're a bad team.
They are
They,
a bad
they
team.
don't get captured all the time. It's Daphne who gets captured all the time.
And they are kind of a bad team. They only manage to win through accident.
Yeah, they have high luck. So, what do y'all do? Sushi, you're about 60 feet away. The others are about 80 feet away. Which means you, the party
How
is...
fast are we going? Like, what is our current speed?
Not as fast as the wagon ahead of y'all, because y'all rolled a 14. If y'all want to try and do better, then y'all can roll another animal handling.
No, but like, what is the
Yes.
Okay. For those on the wagon, it's with disadvantage. Sushi, go ahead and if you want to go faster, roll animal handling just straight.
Okay, just give me a sec. I'm gonna activate Fighting Spirit.
What we should do is try and get the horse hitched back
Yeah.
up.
And now
In mid-movement?
Roll the
It would take some rolls.
It would, but
Well.
you can certainly try.
That's
Sushi, you're starting to lag behind. The horse really doesn't seem to like you, riding bareback.
Okay, no, but how fast is the horse going? Like, on a speed counter?
I
Uh,
don't know,
No.
horse speed.
yeah, it's going
does it
horse
matter?
speed. Yeah,
Because I
All
might
that
be able
matters
to
is
run
that you're going
faster.
What's your running speed?
My walking speed is 30, running is double that, and if I do expeditious retreat, I can dash 120 feet every 6 seconds.
Let's see what a horse's speed is. You said 120 feet.
If I dashed and had expeditious retreat, yes. I could go
A horse's speed is 60 feet, which means if it dashes, it'll do 120 feet.
So, we can do the same if I did expeditious retreat.
Yes.
I cannot pronounce
But
that word.
this horse is
Expeditious.
expeditious. This horse is lagging behind, though, because it is slowing down because it does not like you, Sushi. You are now about 70 feet away, while the... Corvus, go ahead and roll animal handling with disadvantage if you haven't already.
Inspiration. Come on.
All right.
You catch up. It's a D8.
Yeah, so... Corvus, roll animal handling with disadvantage, but then add a D8 because of Bardic Inspiration. Oh god, who put the...
I'm willing to bet there's children in that cart.
Okay, does someone else want to roll? Because Corvus is AFK.
I mean, I can. I can't use the Bardic Inspiration with that, though.
Levere!
Well, we has
Oh,
a
dear.
minus. Have Lorcax do it.
Alright. Lorcax takes the reins from Lorcax takes the reins from Corvus and says,
Okay.
"I'll show you how it's done."
Okay.
Do you use
He'll use the bardic inspiration
Yeah,
then.
we'll. Oh wait, no. Corvus just rolled.
Oh.
Was
So
that
that
with
was
this?
disadvantage?
Yeah, you need to roll again. Also, you're muted, if you didn't realize. So Corvus, you need to roll again and take the lower of the two.
Corvus,
Corvus,
you're muted.
you are muted. I'm just gonna have Lorcax take the reins. And use the Bardic Inspiration. Okay, so that is a 10 plus a d8. 17. I'll show you how it's done. He takes the reins from Corvus and makes some speed. You are now neck and neck with Sushi. If you want to try and hitch the horse mid-movement, it'll take some rolls.
What kind of
Okay,
rolls, though?
what can we
Yeah.
try to do that?
Yeah. What do we do? What do we do?
Definitely an animal handling for starters, and maybe a dexterity check.
I can do the dexterity. Someone take care of the animal.
I can't
Alright.
do the animal.
I could try the animal.
Oh, okay.
I'll climb up into the front of the wagon.
Oh, okay.
I'll wait on my dex check to see how this goes.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do it.
21 on
I'm not
animal
gonna try
handling.
to do this.
All right. You manage to maneuver the wagon and get the horse to the side, leaving enough room for the second one to get in and hold it somewhat steady. That'll make
Give
the
me that inspiration.
make the roll.
Take some inspiration.
That'll make the
All right.
roll to actually hitch a little bit easier.
All right, let's see how this goes. I have +5. Yeah.
Nice. Are you going to add the inspiration?
I'll hold on to the inspiration for combat.
Okay.
So 23.
23, you do manage to do it. You have to maneuver around Sushi, who is still bareback on it. But you do manage to hitch it. You are about 70 feet away from the wagon, but you can now go faster, easier. I'm going to quickly...
I'm going to assume that was my movement, or that was my action for this turn.
Does a 13 hit you, Levere?
No.
All right. You see a bolt, a crossbow bolt, whizzing right by you. It trails. It trails a strange fog through the air.
Can I jump back into the cart?
Roll acrobatics.
I swear.
I mean, you said jump, not climb.
18!
Yeah, you
God.
you managed to get steady footing on the horse and just jump back into the cart. You don't land gracefully, but luckily it's a covered wagon, so anybody outside wouldn't see it.
God,
You're mean.
okay.
Love here.
You just risked falling onto the ground and being essentially out of the
Well,
combat.
I didn't
Let's
say
start
I
running.
wanted to. I asked, and then you said yes, so... I asked if I should.
Stop arguing, or so help me, I will turn this cart around. Oof. 14. Not gaining any distance, but also not losing any distance this round.
Alright.
We're, what, 80,
Oh,
70?
wait. Hold on. Yeah. Not a... Oops, I rolled the wrong thing. Never mind. I need to roll again. I rolled in the wrong thing. There we go. Okay, now am I losing some ground? Does someone else want to take the reins?
Yeah. Come here.
Here you go, Captain. Let's see. Does a 19 hit you, Varen?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. I am rolling piss. Alright. 5 points of piercing damage as a crossbow bolt hits you in the side. And then it's really cold as ice crystals form around the wound, giving you minor freezer burn. You take 7 points of frost damage.
Fuck you! I'm gonna fucking kill you! Just gonna flip him off.
Alright.
Man,
So, now
the
that y'all...
medieval form of punking.
Now that y'all got the horses hitched, y'all can, while Varen does the animal handling, y'all can start trying to attack from a distance, if you have the capability.
yeah, I do.
Okay.
And the great part about being in a wagon means I don't have to move, which means I can take aim. If ruled that I can.
Oh, God. Because whatever I say, if I allow it or don't, that's going to set the precedent for the future. I will allow it simply because technically on a combat on a ship would be considered moving. I will allow it because otherwise I wouldn't be able to allow it on a ship.
Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna take aim and fire my short bow at whoever in that wagon is firing at us. So, whoopah. Does a 25 hit?
A 25 does hit.
Alright, there's the piercing. And there is the sneak attack. So 22 damage.
Alright. Let's see. As you see your arrow hit in the shoulder blade, you goes, and out from that wound a blast of fire comes right for you. I'm going to need you to cast, or I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Cast dexterity saving throw.
Natural 20.
All right, that saves. You're going to take 12 points of fire damage.
How far away are they?
About 80 feet because that, wait, what was the last animal handling? Yeah, about 80 feet.
Cool, I'm gonna shoot the driver.
Alright.
Do we have initiative?
No. 23 to hit?
Yeah, that hits. We don't have initiative at the moment. We're just doing it as we go.
5 damage.
Alright.
Does that distract him?
5
Eldritch Blast damage to the head. The shreds, you say?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't distract. This figure is on a very, very important mission. Varen, if you would like to roll another animal handling.
I'd be happy to. As long as it doesn't screw me over.
And Corvus, don't be afraid to cast spells and trying to attack if you...
17.
Alright, you gain a decent amount of space. You're about 40 feet away. Lorcax is going to cast a spell. Okay. Lorcax. A 15 Lorcax holds his hand out. A skeletal hand appears, but just whoom, whizzes by. Not enough. It misses the target. Corvus, if you want to cast a spell, don't be scared too. Otherwise, Lavir and Sushi can do stuff. And we'll just use that order for now.
X-Blades first.
Okay.
No, it's not within 30 feet. Never mind.
No, it is not. It's within
No,
40
that's why I
feet.
haven't done it yet. I need it to be within 30 feet.
Yeah.
And hex is 90 feet, but I could hex them.
Do you have the spell? Because this is still the same day that you fought the spiders.
And of course I have the spell.
Okay.
I'm a warlock.
I know.
Warlocks
They don't.
regain their spell slots on a short rest.
They do?
Yeah, that's the specialty of warlocks. That's why they have so few spell slots.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use my other spell to cast hex on Driver Boy.
All right.
That's my bonus action. And then I will use Eldritch Blast.
What saving throw are you hexing?
Dexterity.
All right. That means I have disadvantage, correct? Are we back? Yes, we're live. It says we're live. Come on.
Placeball.
We're back.
Placeball this week
back.
is wild.
back.
Wait, we're back?
Hey.
Yes, internet is back
Hello.
up. Sorry, my
That's great.
yeah, my internet's been pretty bad because of the storm outside.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
gonna
yes.
have to stitch this together. So, you're 40 feet away. Last I heard. What happened? Sushi hit with 3 damage.
7.
because
Seven?
because of Eldritch Blast plus Hex.
Okay. Ooh,
Not very much,
7D. 7.
Yes, no, I dealt 70 damage with 1 hit.
All right. So,
And now,
now that Corvus is
now
here,
do-
Corvus can start casting spells at this.
Yeah.
So Corvus, about 40 feet ahead, there is roll perception with disadvantage because it's dark. Corvus specifically has disadvantage. Everyone else can roll regular if you want to see more about this.
13.
13. It's too dark to make out anything about the driver.
13.
Alright.
that's a persuasion.
Yeah, that's a persuasion.
Damn it.
Uh,
Fine. Here, let me roll perception. 16.
The driver seems to be a dragonborn.
A dragon boar.
A dragonborn,
Nice.
not a dragonborp. Varen?
Dragon boar sounds awesome, actually.
Is Varen here?
Yes. Yes.
You want to roll perception to try and see anything else?
I'll roll. Nah, I rolled a 16.
It's a
Okay.
dragonborn
I don't-
driving it.
I don't glean anything extra. The driver is not the one we're attacking, though, right?
The driver is the one you're attacking.
The driver's attacking us?
Yeah,
Cool.
So that was a
Well, I think-
non-nat 20?
a dirty 20.
Yep.
Okay.
I like
Because-
unnatural 20.
I like dirty 20. And dirty 1s. So, what you see is a couple things. First off, the dragonborn driver, he seems to have they seem to have a crossbow with glowing runes alongside it. Two actually. They are holding the reins and the crossbow at the same time, but basically switching hands as needed, switching between the crossbows. One has red runes, the other has white runes. Another thing you notice is that one of the wheels of the wagon is wobbly slightly, just ever so slightly. All right, so Corvus and Lorcax, Corvus, Lorcax, and Levere, I believe.
Levere.
Yeah, Levere, go ahead and roll an attack.
All right.
All right. Any sort of attack?
Yeah, just anything that you
does
can
19,
help. 19
does
hits.
19 hit.
It hits the driver.
I'm gonna
All
go
right.
ahead and try to do a guiding bolt so I can actually see them.
Okay.
Okay, he's dealt 19 from me.
19 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right.
So do I just roll it normally?
No, you
like
roll
the
with
guiding-
disadvantage because it's dark.
You know what? You say I need to attack, right? Not
Well,
do any other-
not necessarily attack. You just it's your turn to do something to try and help the situation.
All right. How about this? Dancing lights to shine a light on this interloper.
All right. What's the range of dancing lights?
See. 60 feet, actually.
Oh, perfect. You can have the dancing lights right up in their face. They're 40 feet away. Looking now, as the lights flash right in front of them, they have to shield their eyes slightly, not expecting it. Oh,
Wait,
what?
Oh, shoot, sorry. I thought I had dancing lights. Sorry. Okay, then I'm gonna have to...
dancing lights.
You imagine this cool scene of it happening, and then you realize, oh wait, I don't actually know that spell today.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to roll for guiding bolt. God dang it, 12 is not gonna hit.
Yeah, no, that doesn't hit. It shoots right past them.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and decide to use my my bardic inspiration to add a D8 to that hit that I made.
Oh, okay. What do you roll?
Hold on, let me roll it. That's an extra 3.
All right. Let's see. All right, extra 3 damage. Lorcax is gonna laugh at Corvus and say, "Huh, watch how it's really done," and casts Toll of the Dead. Oh, this thing fails with a 6. Yeah. So the
Let's get that Lorcax damage.
let's see. Y'all are 5th level, so 2d12 because it's taken damage.
Maximum of 24.
10.
Well,
Alright.
there was a 4 in there somewhere.
There's, yeah, the figure goes ah as a loud boom echoes. It is going to let's see. It's going to use. It's going to. Oh. It's going to slow down a bit, getting 15 feet ahead of. Or getting only 15 feet ahead of you. The figure ties down the reins, and the horses continue running along as they step onto the back of their cart next to the baskets, and inhales greatly. I'm going to need all of y'all to roll a dexterity save, and I will roll for the horses.
26.
Non-natural 20.
19.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Sushi.
18 and 11. One of the horses fails.
What? What did you say?
Oh, I said
Roll a
one
dex save.
No, I need to roll a death save as well.
dex save.
Dex.
Oh no, Lorcax fails.
And Sushi fails.
Alright, so Sushi, Lorcax, one of the horses, and what did you roll,
did Baron
Varen?
roll?
19.
Varen, you save, I think. Let me double check. Da-da-da-da. Yes, and, so yeah, the only ones that save are Corvus, Levere, and the captain. And one of the horses.
And one of the horses.
Alright, so that means...
Full half of the party.
Alright, so those of you who failed take 18 points of acid damage as a green bile spews out of this Dragonborn's mouth. And
We probably just lost the horse.
and the those who saved take 9 points of acid damage. It's been cutting. I'm gonna have to end this. I'm going to have to end this soon because of just how many times.
Because how hecky your internet is with all this rain.
I know.
Jeez, I'm sorry.
So
to hear
one of
that.
the horses just goes. One of the horses just goes. Oh. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, one of the horses just goes and falls down. The acid ate through its reins, and you feel a boom boom as the wagon goes right over it.
Ugh.
No.
We're not getting our deposit back on that horse.
Is it outright dead?
It is outright dead. The other one is like as it gets Harvey dented. It is looking really rough. The one that's alive.
Maybe use a healing spell on the horse.
I will say,
Yeah.
it
Corpse
has.
is just-
Oh wait. Actually, I didn't. I was. Hold on. Wait. Yeah, no, that one is definitely dead. The other one is looking really rough. I actually rolled their health instead of taking the average, see if it could have survived, but it would take maximum health in order to survive. Well, almost maximum,
Yeah.
since it's
That's
2d10
horses.
for their health.
Horses do be like
Let's
that.
keep fighting.
All right.
Alright. Corvus, you heal the horse. I have an idea.
All right.
I am going to aim an attack at that wobbly wheel.
Okay, roll to attack. Wait, did Varen let you know that the wheel was wobbly?
He
Probably.
would have, yeah.
All right, roll to attack.
I rolled a 24.
That hits. Roll
Do I
damage.
get sneak attack on a wheel?
I mean, since you're using aim, you get... By the way, because you've been using aim, you should have been rolling with advantage and with sneak attack.
I have been.
Oh,
I
you have?
been. Yes, that's why I've been dealing massive amounts of damage.
Oh, okay.
And
Then, yes, you
I
can...
deal 20 damage to the wheel.
You, looking at... You're aiming right at the Dragonborn, the acid burning your scales, and then you move your aim just slightly down and to the right, and boom! Boom, boom, boom! The wagon falls, drags, flips, well, not flips, but turns, I'm gonna roll a dexterity save. Yes, the Dragonborn manages to hold on and grab one of the baskets. The lid falls off, and you can see a small figure inside. Hard to see because it's dark, and you don't get color vision because it's dark. What? Yeah, but you do see something inside the basket. The other baskets fall off and quickly collapse under the damage of being essentially thrown off, and they are empty. But their wagon comes to a close, or comes to a stop, and the...
I'm gonna go attack the guy.
Alright, you're running up to the Dragonborn?
Yep, I'm jumping to go and attack him.
As you
With
do,
sword.
those of you who have dark vision can see one of the horses is starting to shift in its shape, turning from the equine form to a humanoid, as dusting off, brushing off some dust from their robes. It seems to be a tabaxi coming in to join the fight, while the Dragonborn just shouts at you, "You don't know what you're doing. You can't stop the ascension. Our work
Don't
is
care.
beyond your comprehension. I didn't mean for that
Don't
to
give a
rhyme.
I don't give a shit about your crazy cult.
Fuck you."
Team Rocket is at us again. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna attack.
That's-
First,
that-
I'm going to act.
well-
There, bring it to a halt.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea to bring it to a halt,
Yeah.
or else you're gonna run right into
Because
not
you're
only the...
talking, but- Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna
it's
jump off.
easier to
Slow
bring it
and then
to a...
stop.
Yeah, it's actually roll animal handling. I'll say with
Oh,
advantage
geez.
because it's probably easier to stop a single horse than it is two. Sorry, that's
handling 16.
Yeah, you managed to bring it to a halt right up to them. The tabaxi is in the process of unhooking their horse, and you stand there. Now up close, you can definitely see it is Maribel in the basket. She seems to be bound in some strange kind of manacles that run all the way up to her. Run all the way up her arms, and even have a plate over her mouth. Her hands are bound into fists with individual chains on each finger, keeping them clenched behind her back. And that is where we're going to end this session.
Oh, come on.
Well, I've been having internet problems, and it's already 8:30.
I'm
Yeah.
going to forget to use my things, though.
Write it down.
And write a note. Put it in notes.
Yes.
That's why we have them.
I could
As
probably
you can
kill
see-
them in one turn, but I just need... whatever.
As you can see, I put down a note that said that the kidnapper said you cannot stop the ascension. I, as a player, would probably want to interrogate him, but Levere does not like this man.
It's a girl, by the way, the Dragonborn.
Levere does not
We
enjoy
have
this
an
person.
extra.
The tabaxi that was a horse is a guy, and
We
also
have an
wearing
extra,
a flower
see?
crown.
We have an extra. We have a tabaxi. We can ask him. Now, kill. Anyway, sure.
But yeah, that's where we're going to stop the session. Thank you everybody for watching on Twitch. Thank you everybody for watching on YouTube. Check out some of the other videos, such as Realm of Zuwu. And,
Catch us next week in the middle of a prison break.
yeah, that is... Well, the prison break's been going on for the last 2 sessions.
Yeah.
No, the prison break only happened last session. The previous session was
What's
breaking
more
into the prison.
important is the B plot, where everyone is
B-plot
on
of-
speed.
The B plot where everybody's on drugs and they left the youngest member of the party at a jazz club.
Oh shit, we did do that. Oh well. Definitely check that out if you want to get
That
more
spells.
context on what we're saying. And other than that, just leave a comment of what your favorite magic item is. And make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more. With that out of the way, I guess there's nothing else to say, but good night, everybody!
Bye.
Bye bye.